Today is the day. What's today, babe?
I don't know. What is today? Oh. Today is the beginning of the farm season. We're bringing the new meat chicks onto the homestead.
Are you ready for new chickens?
Chicken. Kai poo-poo.
Callie's pooping, yep. Callie is healing up awesome. We've been going on walks with her. Basically down to the end of the driveway, her ACL is healing pretty strong as far as we can tell. So Jackie and Emma are gonna go take her for a walk now. My job for the morning is gonna be to head over to Tractor Supply and pick up the spring batch of meat birds. In the past, we've ordered our meat birds from McMurray Hatchery. However, this year, there's been crazy demand for meat chickens, and McMurray's prices went up a little bit, which is not the end of the world. I get supply and demand, but for farmers like us that are operating on an extremely small scale, every little bit counts. So when I did the pricing on McMurray's meat birds, and I looked at a couple different other hatcheries, and when I factored in shipping and everything, it was actually gonna be cheaper to get the chicks through my local Tractor Supply than it was to order them in the mail. And there's actually a benefit that not many people realize over buying your chicks from a local farm store, whether it's a Tractor Supply or Agway or something like that. And that's that you're not gonna have any dead loss in the mail. When you're mailing chicks, typically a few will die en route, and it's not a good thing, but it's something that happens. You're talking about putting chicks in a box and sending them without heat for a couple days through the postal service. And a lot of the hatcheries will reimburse you for that loss, and they'll pack extra chicks in there to make up for what they assume are going to pass away. But it's just kind of something you have to deal with, and if you can avoid that and you can look at the chicks before you purchase them and verify that they're all good and healthy, then it's a win-win for kind of everyone involved, and we end up with a better finish rate hopefully at the end. So I've got our brooder set up that you can see behind me over here. I'll put a link up in the corner of the video to how we built this thing. This is a new one that we built this year because I had some leftover subflooring from our bathroom remodel. Hey, what's up? So having a waterproof plywood in here is a little bit nicer than just using a standard plywood, which eventually degrades as the birds pee and poop and do their business in it. So let's go get these birds and bring them home. All right, we're home. We've got our meat birds right here. I may have picked up a few other chicks in there. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But right now, I'm gonna run an extension cord. I'm gonna get the brooder heat lamp plugged in, and we're gonna get these chicks in the brooder. it for the Cornish chicks. I may have done something else. In this box, there are a few chicks that are not Cornishes. And I've said in the past that I wasn't going to add any layers to the flock this year because we're pretty heavy, but I couldn't resist. In this box, we have two buff Orpingtons, two barred rocks, pullets, and two of a new breed for us. I guess variety, not technically breed. These last two are Mystic Morans. I'm gonna get some food in with these guys and girls. I'm gonna close this garage door that's above me because I want to keep them as warm as possible. It's still a little chilly out here, and though they have the heat lamp, you know, it's a little breezy. I want to keep them draft free. All right, let's talk about a couple things. First off, yes, we bought our chicks from Tractor Supply this year. I know there's a lot of controversy going on in the homesteading and farming community around Tractor Supply and their new brooders. All I'm going to say on that is, in my particular Tractor Supply that I frequent most often, there are no issues. I've seen no issues, at least. Every time I've gone in, chicks have been healthy, moving around the brooders. On to how we're raising our Cornish this year. Last year, we took the area that you can see way down there, and we raised our Cornish crosses in that vicinity, pastured truly, not in a chicken tractor. There was a chicken tractor in there for shelter for the birds. There were actually two of them, but we had them out and about in poultry netting. Literally just, they were on grass, which is the way I feel that birds should be raised. It worked out really well for us, so we're going to do it again this year. The plan is to take this Suskovich tractor and put it somewhere over here. I haven't really decided yet. Jackie hasn't really decided yet. Speaking of Jackie, she's not here right now. She went over to her sister's house to see her sister's new kid, baby Val. Pretty awesome. I didn't go because I see a lot of people at work every week, and I didn't want to possibly bring COVID and illness and things like that. Still, very young child. The nice thing is this whole thing has been freshly fertilized by meat chickens. So I don't know now if I want to bust out another batch of meat chickens on here or if I want to overseed it and let the grass grow. Because as you can see already, the grass here is growing way nicer than the grass in the upper yard where we didn't have chickens. So here's something I'm thinking of. We might put the chicken protecting area here where you can see that Lumna Acres tractor behind me and actually let the chickens run into the woods. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It's actually a really tough call. The problem for us is that we have such limited grass resources as opposed to forest, and we're working on that. We were supposed to clear a bunch this winter and it fell through with the logger we had planned, and unfortunately we haven't cleared anything aside from what the pigs worked on last year. And that's another option, to possibly run the meat birds out there. We'd have to figure out an electric fencing solution, but it is possible. So I guess you could say today is kind of the official start of farming season for us. It's the first product we have on the farm for 2021 that we will be selling. We have 2 piglets coming the week after Easter. We'll have 7 more piglets coming a couple weeks after that. And then from there on out, it's gonna be balls to the wall. We have 3 batches of meat birds that we're planning on doing. We're doing this spring batch of 50. We're going to do a summer batch, probably starting around June 1st. I don't know exactly how many are going to be in that. It's probably going to be a smaller one. But then we will have another fall batch coming, which will probably be the biggest of the year, possibly upwards of 75 birds. So we're looking at 150 birds maybe this year. If we do 50 now, 25 in the middle of summer, and then 75 in the fall. We'll see how things go. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day, everybody. Bye.